Greetings our star family. I am Valance, the residential care coordinator for the Procyonian ambassador orbship, the Procyon Pureen. Dearest ones, our story is quite a fascinating one that you might look into sometime. On a couple of recorded occasions, we have discussed with the ambassador here the who's, the what's, and the how's of who we are. As you would say in your realm, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? Let us start by expressing our condolences to you, ambassador, for your recent loss. Although we do not see it as a loss from our vantage point, we actually see it as a gain for the cosmos. Now on to this business of disclosure. The frequency of disclosure, you might say. Dear souls, disclosure as you think of it on your planet is fluid. There are some of you like the ambassador who has had contact with not just us, but several collectives from various star nations spanning the galaxy for a long time now. There are some of you who believe but are not conscious of the fact that you have had contact with us yet. Yet there are still many who do not believe in our existence at all. So you see, our dearest star family, it is not necessary for the various governments of your planet to hold some lavish pre-staged press conference in order to let you know that we've always existed. You already know that within your innate, and if you don't, you will figure it out at some point real soon. There's nothing that holding a press conference by a government on your planet will tell you that is not already widely known from within. Let us say this: time is fluid. We encourage you to never get hung up on a date or a time. We do not give specific dates or times, although in certain cases we do allude to various timeframes. However, even those are fluid. We will say that as it stands right now in your current illusionary timescale, that sometime before the end of your current decade as you know it is over with, there should be a series of mass undeniable sightings that happen simultaneously in the skies all across your globe. This is subject to change. There are so many variables that go into this, dear ones, such as the awakened state of the entire collective of your planetary population, or for various urgency issues that may arise. There are so many variables that we would not have time to go into intricacies and entirety of. However, to get hung up on a date is a fool's errand, to put it quite bluntly. And we understand that it is in a soul's nature to want some help. And we are there to help. We are constantly busy ourselves stabilizing certain situations on the etheric realm around the perimeter of your planetary orbit. Our dearest light workers and starseeds, we cannot be more proud of you for what you have done and what you are doing. We would only ask that, or merely suggest that you stay steadfast in these times that you're in. Hold on to your seats and keep holding that light. Keep that light to be anchored. The more you hold that light to be anchored, the more others will awaken around you and the more help you will get with anchoring that light. The distance and the gap between yourselves and other light workers stationed around your globe is closing in. So just keep hanging on. We would never encourage you to dwell on meaningless things such as government affairs of your country. However, we would strongly recommend that you are at least consciously aware of what's going on. We would suggest that you simply just take it in without any preconceived notions, and without looking to anyone like they are something other than what you are. That is all that you can really do. You cannot look at another soul like they are some sort of a savior or anything of that nature, because it is never the case. There is no chosen one. You are all the chosen ones. We would strongly caution you against thinking that any particular world leader is going to be the one that we meet with when we come to your planet in full mass openness. We do not think in such terms except for in regards to dealing with individuals on your planet. We understand that you have such rigid structures in place. However, we will not be introduced to you through your governments. We would suggest you to be very cautious. In fact, we would strongly encourage you not to believe it even in the slightest. If you find that your government representatives are trying to introduce you to us, if this were the case, they would have done so a lot sooner. When we come, we will do like we've been doing with others like the ambassador for some time now. We will just come to you individually but on a mass scale. When we come on a mass open scale that will in reality be what many of you are thinking of as true disclosure. We do not least alluded to the fact. You just have to look for it. We do not mean via innuendos or anything that you have to try to read between the lines with what they have said. Many of them in various interviews here and there have admitted to our existence, so that type of disclosure has already happened. So, it would be superficial at best to think of or even want some sort of a press conference to announce such a thing. Because all that would do is answer zero questions as well as create countless more for those who have long since not been aware of it. We would like to close by saying we love you so very much, our star family. Just keep on keeping on, as the ambassador might say. Light workers and starseeds, you've got this. This has been Valance, the residential care coordinator for the Procyonian ambassador orbship, the Procyon Pureen.